The Burning Dogma is a 5-piece dark electro death metal band from Italy, and I review their latest album, No Shore of Hopes, which can be found at Facebook, Spotify and YouTube. No Shore of Hopes opened up the gates to a futuristic, hostile, paranoia-enriched dystopic world, and the music takes you on for a ride, exploring different corners of this horrifying space. The overall sound of Burning Dogma is a fine combination between death metal with a melodic twist in them, which can mostly be found in the song Skies of Grey, and electronic dark wave pieces with industrial elements in them, which promotes the futuristic dystopian feeling and can be heard in the instrumental tunes Distant Echoes and Waves of Solitude. Especially Waves of Solitude is great at this, which fortunately leads directly into the next song, The Breach, which opens up with a burst of aggressive death metal energy, and on its way it keeps the keys from Waves of Solitude intact, and with it, the atmosphere. Throughout the song, the vocalist does a great job shifting between low-pitched and high-pitched screams, which creates dynamics and progressivity. Apart from vocals, The Breach has many other qualities. It utilizes both aggressive death metal sections incorporating doomsday-like keyboards, which make your thoughts float towards the more gear, slow electronic parts, and doom metal sections, which feels both bold and epic at the same time. The vocal change is not uniquely bound to The Breach, but is found throughout the whole album as well. The vocalist proved great diversity and great control of his voice. Through the album, 2 guest vocalists are introduced as well, a female and a male. The female is introduced in the song Skies of Grey. This song is a rather melodic death metal tune, which introduces some melodic and some softness into it, and there is a great change between her voice and the screamer's voice as well, which again creates nice dynamics, and in that sense makes it just nice to listen to, and you want to come on a journey. And her passionate voice is just a pleasant surprise, because it's not really expected in this dystopic futuristic sphere. It could be nice to have heard her a bit more, and I hope to hear her voice in some future works of The Burning Dogma. As mentioned, there was a clean male vocalist as well, which is used a bit more in 3 songs to be exact. Feast the Crows, Burning Times, Dawn Yet to Come, Part 2, No Hero's Dawn. Unfortunately, his voice fades in comparison to the passionate female vocalist and the strong, convincing, unclean vocals. However, by adding more presence, energy and intensity to his voice, I think he will add some more value to the tunes he is used into. However, in the songs Dawn Yet to Come, Part 2, No Hero's Dawn, he's adding some spice and some dynamics to it, which can make a bit up for his lack of presence. So now we are at constructive criticism. I only have one more shortcoming to point out, which is the guitar solo towards the end of Feast the Crow. Because this guitar solo seems like plain reuse. It uses the same structure and the same order of techniques as many other guitar solos. So I only wish for a bit more innovation and a bit more in-depth thoughts about how to make this guitar solo more memorable, which will add a great amount of value to the song. By looking more holistically at this album, let's look at diversity, because diversity is not only used by the vocalist but the instrumental sections as well, both within and between these different songs. Those can vary between heavy pounding, aggressive death metal sections, some with more melodic parts, some with more symphonic metal sections. Some sections will go all down to some more doom and brutal sections, while at some point we go more over to the signature parts of The Burning Dogma, which will be their electronic dark wave sounds. And all of these different sections promote a great deal of tension, suspense and intensity, which are unlikely to be found anywhere else, and it's just a great gift for this album. Another great thing about diversity on this album is the concepts the Burning Dogma had managed to create, where they have chained different songs together. There are 2 groups of these. The first group is Waves of Solitude, The Breach and Enigma to the Unknown, and the third is Dawn Yet To Come trilogy, which is a 3-part song. And both of these shows great musicianship and writing skills, and I'll examine the trilogy more in details. Dawn Yet To Come started by a futuristic and heavy dark machinery which are pumping in some paranoia into your veins. The atmosphere from the first part just moves slowly into a slow atmospheric brutality of the second part. And as soon as both vocalists are entering the soundscape, the whole thing also moves into a rather slow breakdown as well, in which the mix of both vocals are, and we have a melodic guitar and a well-delivered groovy bass line as well. And I assume this is a chorus of this part, and it is very well delivered due to the mix of vocals and due to the break structure. The song also has a very nice aggressive melodic verse, which also promotes great musicianship both in relation to the drums, guitar and bass. The song then goes into a slow, rather nice atmospheric part, which again converts into a reverbed guitar with synths, and you think like the song will end here, but no, wait! It continues with a great bombastic epic doom metal section, in which you think this is just an awesome journey and you feel like it was going to end here, but hey, wait, there's still the third part. The third part starts with a lonely reverbed guitar, which just sets the mood like the war's over, but yet not with a positive result. All the instruments then comes into play, and the bass and the guitar both have diverse melodies but yet suiting to each other, while the drums and the synth in the background create a nice Dystopia atmosphere. And this is the end of the journey of Dawn Yet To Come. If you like your death metal to incorporate dynamic tension, diversity, electronic elements and suspense, which all together makes you anticipate for the next to come, the Burning Dogma is a band for you. So the Burning Dogma and to this page can be found in the description below. I'm the Underground Metal Reviewer. See ya!